Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. If you tuned in last week, thanks for coming back. If you did not tune in last week, this is our series of Friday afternoon Facebook Live designer chats. My name is Mia Farrell. I am with ACO. I'm a designer. I like to do a lot of kitchen and bath design. It's pretty fun for me. I'm joined today by the Toddster. He's our flooring guru. Say hi, Todd. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, as Mia said, I am Todd Moretto. I'm a flooring specialist at ACO, and today we're going to talk about a virtual web-based program called Flooring Visualizer. You can, yes, go ahead.
Super excited to show you guys this tool. We just want to be able to engage with everybody in the way that we used to when our showroom was open. You know, we used to be around for questions, to chat with you guys about any projects that you might have coming up. So we're here today. If you have any questions that pop up in your mind while we're talking, while we're showing the tool here in just a little bit, feel free to leave us a little note in the comments. I'd like to put out a question to you guys as well, if you're tuned in, since we are going to be talking about flooring today and kind of visualizing some different flooring options. If you've seen anything lately as far as different types of flooring, different colors of flooring, maybe different wood tones, leave us a little comment of what your dream flooring would be, whether it's the material or the color, anything like that. And we can kind of talk about some of those items. Maybe we can use it when we're working with the visualizer. So yeah, Todd, you want to tell us a little bit more about how that works?
Well, the flooring visualizer, you can find this on ACO's website. That is liveaco.com under the floor tab. And what this does, you upload a picture of a room in your house onto the program, and then you pick out a hardwood, a carpet, a vinyl plank, pick out the color, and this will superimpose that product into that picture. Does a very good job of going underneath all the furniture and gives a pretty realistic look of what that particular product will look like in that particular room. I've used this now for a couple months and with very, very positive feedback.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, because we look at samples all the time, right?
Yes.
It's awesome to be able to see a sample in your home. You can see some side by side, but when you're able to see a picture with what that flooring looks like full scale in your house, it makes a huge difference. So
Yes,
I think it's a great tool.
Yes, I like it a lot. We're going to bring Susan in next, or?
We can, yeah. We've got a very special guest.
I want to introduce Susan here. Susan is with Shaw Flooring's Hard Surface Division, and she knows a little bit about, she has done this a little longer than I have, so she is going to show us how this actually works, how you actually visualize this from start to finish, a product. So Susan, if you can, take it away.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining today. We're just going to quickly walk you through what the flooring visualizer looks like whenever you do go to liveaco.com. This is really meant for you and your friends and your family to play around with, you know, at your own convenience. Maybe it's, you know, in the evening after the kids have gone to bed or whatever it may be. But first of all, you're going to go to liveaco.com. And then over here on the left, you're going to roll over the flooring tab and scroll down to flooring visualizer. You're going to go ahead and click there. And from there, it's going to take you to the Floorvana Plus icon. And go ahead and just click start. And you have two different options here. You can either upload your own photo or you can use sample rooms. And just for the sake of time and convenience today, we're going to go ahead and just use a sample room. And you can choose from living room, bathroom, dining room, and etc. We're going to go ahead and choose a kitchen option today. And you can just choose a kitchen that may look somewhat similar to yours. Like we understand, obviously, your kitchen isn't going to look exactly like any of these, but at least maybe some similar layouts or islands or different things like that. We'll go ahead and start with this one down here on the right. And as you can see, it puts in just this generic blue floor to start with. From there, as many of you probably know, the waterproof flooring or the vinyl category is probably the most popular flooring category out there right now. But with that being said, we offer carpet, hardwood, laminate, the vinyl, and then also tile and stone. We're going to go ahead and stick with that vinyl category today. And as you scroll through here, you're going to see several different options. Like I said, have fun with it. Just start clicking on and playing with it. Some of our products, such as this one right here, this Michelangelo, it's going to have a lot of color variation. That one may be too dark for you, so keep clicking. Ooh, maybe you like that one, so make a note of that one. Keep moving along. Ooh, I like that one, so maybe make a note of that one. However, keep going. Probably our best selling product, and Todd could attest to this as well, is this Antica HD Plus.
Yeah, very sharp product.
And again, #1 selling product for both myself and maybe one of Todd's best selling products as well, I'm pretty sure.
Beautiful, yeah.
Definitely.
Through here, it gives you
Now,
all sorts
Susan,
of different options. But in addition to clicking through the colors, yes, Todd, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, when you got those cool colors on there, can you show how you can turn the grain?
Yep, I was actually just ready to get there. So you may notice you have these 3 dots right here. Let me scroll back down a little bit here. And from here, you actually can rotate the floor. So if you take your mouse and your cursor, and let me do something here real quick. I'm gonna try to get my, sorry guys. There we go. That's what I want to do. I wanted to get more of the floor in there again.
It's cool action while it's turning.
That's first time being live, so bear with me, Cloud, as I navigate.
Sorry, it's the beauty of live broadcast. Well, what I think is really cool about this too is that it's so easy to visualize large scale, is that you might discover that you are attracted to something that you didn't think you were. Seeing your home and the actual picture of your space, you might say, oh my gosh, maybe I do want dark hardwood floors. Grace left us a comment, say that she loves dark hardwood floors and wishes that she had them all throughout her house. So I think that this would be a great tool to use, Grace, if you want to pop onto the website, take a picture of your house, check it out, see how those dark hardwood floors would look.
And back to the rotating. Now that
Hey,
I got
there it goes.
There we go. That
Awesome.
way, sometimes people want to go in on diagonal if that's possible. Straight on. You have so many different options, but then also, so we got to go ahead and hit the check mark to confirm that. But then let's say you're like, you know what, I want to see this in a bathroom or something like that. Let me again. There we go. Oh. I'm trying to get my computer to cooperate with me. This is operator error on my end. This is a new computer for me. But again, you can switch out the floors. You could come back over here.
We've got a great question here from Aaron asking what the most durable flooring is when your house is run by dogs.
When your house is run by dogs, well, you always have to be careful with pet nails and keeping them trimmed and filed down and different things like that. No floor outside of ceramic tile, at least in my experience, and you guys could chime in differently, is going to be completely scratch proof. But we do have a lot of them that are going to be scratch resistant. And if you are worried about pet being durable for pets, depending on the size of the animal and stuff like that, just talk to your sales consultant or your design consultant about different wear layers and different things like that. I won't get too into the weeds with that on this conversation, but you may hear things such as 6 mil, 12 mil, 20 mil, and the higher the wear layer, the more durable the floor is going to be.
Great. That's super helpful. I think that sometimes you can mask too. You mentioned a little bit ago of flooring that you were showing that had a lot of variation in the color. It doesn't necessarily help with nails, but with hair. I think that sometimes when you have a floor that has a lot of variation in the color, it tends to hide things. We have a lot of variation in our flooring, and sometimes I am like, oh my gosh, this floor is so dirty, I didn't notice. So I gotta get on that. But it hides a lot, which is great. So sometimes when you have pets, it's helpful to kind of think about that when you're choosing the color as well, not just the material.
Yes, and I find I use this a lot for that purpose. Sometimes the small samples, you really can't see the color variation between each board, and put that out there. People are like, oh wow, I didn't realize there was so much variation, or I didn't realize it was so similar. Very good tool to point that out. And as Suze was saying, kind of determine if you like lighter colors, darker colors, a busier look.
Yeah, just play around with it. You have all these options over here. And then as I was mentioning earlier, you can always go back to the 3 dots and you can simply go to change room. And then now we can go to maybe a dining room and we can see what these floors look like in a dining room. A nice table in the middle. And we currently still have the tile visual, but let's go back to a wood visual. So there we go right there. We have that.
That's nice. So often you have the dining area right off the kitchen like
Mm-hmm.
that, and then you can say, okay, let's see how it looks.
There it is.
And
Yeah.
again, click on the
To another.
button, rotate the flooring.
Love it.
One last thing I want to point out real quick with the dock, you can share your project too. So right here, you can click on the share project, put in your email, your recipient's email. We have it pre-filled with just a generic little message here, but you can always change it if you want to, but you can send it to friends and family. They can actually see it as well and make suggestions for maybe some other colors that they saw that maybe you overlooked.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If you want your family suggestions.
Yeah, you may or may not want them.
Sometimes there can be too many cooks in the kitchen, right? Or sometimes you ask and then maybe wish you wouldn't have asked.
And then again, the 3 dots, I keep referring back to that, but that's a good place to not only change your room, but also you can start over, you know, and then go back to the uploading or browse the rest of Live ACO's website or whatever you prefer.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
great.
This perfectly answers a question from David about can you take a photo and upload it from a picture of your own home and upload it? Yes, absolutely. We have the option here to do that.
Yeah.
I have,
That's
sorry,
not today for the sake of this presentation, but so many of my friends and family have just used their smartphones and they walk around their house and they snap little pictures and then they upload it from there.
that's
That
a good
was-
question too. It works well on a mobile device.
It's almost better. It's almost better on the phone.
That's great to know.
A phone or an iPad. That's all I've ever used, and that's all what my clients used.
Perfect.
A little clunky on the desktop, but yeah, the phone is a real fast way to do it to show somebody. I've actually done it in their house and played with it and sent them pictures back of their house with different floorings on it and stuff.
Probably
Awesome.
attached to this.
Yeah,
It's almost-
very simple to use. And I was supposed to point out that you're using this in the comfort and convenience of your own home. You know, while you narrow down all your choices.
Absolutely. As another perk of our virtual design process, which is actually our topic for next week. So anybody that wants to tune in next Friday at 2:30, that's what we'll be discussing. This is one of the many ways that we can help virtually. So it's a great tool to have. And like you guys said, if it's even easier to use with your phone, then that's all the better because a lot of people are working from home, but more often than not, you're sitting there with your phone in your hand, not a big computer. So very helpful to know that we're able to use a mobile device for that. We've got a couple other questions here. You guys, we have a question from Grace about vinyl options that are waterproof due to lots of spills in her house.
I believe all the ones, Susan can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe all the ones that we carry are completely 100% waterproof.
Todd's correct in that.
Perfect. That is great. Yeah, it's such a nice option. I think that's a lot of why that material is so popular right now because it's kind of just like a life-proof material.
Yeah,
So it's
definitely.
a great look, really awesome options as far as a range of colors and really livable, which is fantastic because, you know, nobody's perfect. We've got accidents that happen. We've got pets, we've got kids. There's lots of things that we need our flooring material to be durable for. So it's great to know that all those options are available.
It is. It's good stuff. It's hard.
Sorry, Ty, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying it's almost impossible to stain. It doesn't really fade. It's hard to scratch. It's waterproof. And the Shaw stuff that Susan has, they look so realistic.
That's awesome.
Like wood. So yeah, it's a great product. Good, some good price points on it as well too.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like it could be a great option for Erin with her dogs or for Grace with the spills in the house. Erin made a comment too to say that maybe she'll just make the dogs wear shoes.
There you go.
Those videos where they walk all weird because they've got booties on.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know that they'd be super happy about that, but maybe just do the flooring instead.
Ours would hate, mine would hate that.
Well, thanks so much, Susan. It's great to see the way that tool works and great to talk about some of these options. We really appreciate you joining us today.
Thanks for the invite.
I appreciate Todd joining me today as well.
Thanks for
It's
having
been
me.
great. Yeah, great to have you guys. And I've just got a couple of things left. I've got some housekeeping items. Just to note again that we're going to be back here next Friday at 2:30. ready to talk about our virtual process and just kind of what that looks like, what kind of tools we're using in addition to this flooring visualizer and the budget calculator that we saw last week. There's so many tools. The technology that we have these days is amazing. But more importantly, we had a coloring contest and it's time to announce the winners. So we had a kid category and an adult category. We got lots of awesome entries. The prizes are awesome. We've got a $100 gift card for St. Elmo's for the adult winner. And we have 2 one-hour jump passes to Defy Indianapolis for the kid category. So once all of this is over with the restrictions and being able to, go out to these places again, some lucky kid is going to be able to enjoy that gift card. The winner of the kid category is Kira Brickley. And the winner of the adult category is Brianna Duncan. So I will be reaching out to you guys about the prizes and how we're going to get those to you. But thanks again for everybody that entered. The entries were amazing. It was awesome. Really fun to see everybody's coloring. So yeah, thanks again. And we will be back here next Friday at 2:30. Thanks.
Thank you.